This is the network service of the NTA.
Today we are diving into the irresistible connection between food and celebration. The feasts that bring families together to the signature dishes that festivals all over the world are known for.
Talking about festivals, Patience, there's a cautionary tale about a part of Nigeria, I will not share it right now, that says that there is a particular thing that has to happen for a festival to start. That is, the whiff of the aromas of a certain meal has to emanate from a certain house in that community into the district elder's house and then onto the community leader's house and then the traditional ruler before that festival can start. Can you imagine that? Food.
The place of food in every event is, it's just central. And that's why today, Thelma, we'll be uncovering the secrets, the recipes, and the stories that make all this food special for our events and celebrations.
Indeed. The synergy and the symbiotic relationship of food and people did not start with us. It began with our ancestors. And researchers and scientists and people have delved in to make head, body, middle, tail of it from that time up till now. While they are still at work doing more research and telling us what to eat, when to eat, how to eat, and why we ought to eat, we on Weekend will invite you to be a part of our show today. It promises to be amazing. And we have an amazing guest.
I'm excited.
You've heard
already
about her. Her name is everywhere in Nigeria. She's been cooking for lovely Nigerians for over 5 decades. If you want to get to know who she is, you need to stay with Weekend Deal today. So we say warm welcome to you. The doors are wide open as always. My name is Thelma Obaze. Food and celebrations.
Yes, I am Patience Eloy, but this episode promises to be yummy, super yummy if you ask me. It is your favorite weekend show, Weekend Deal, coming to you from the network service of the NTA. Let's dig in and get the show started.
We're going to hit the ground running now. It's time to meet our most exciting guest who is changing the face of food and helping us to enjoy Nigerian cuisine and international recipes. Let's welcome to Weekend Deal today the Chief Executive Officer of Bioback Restaurant.
Come to our Weekend Deal studios. Hope you don't mind if I call you Mommy Bioback.
At all.
Mommy, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Mommy, let me start like this. Why is it that at every celebration there must be food? Can you do celebration without food? Let's say you decide to do a wedding. I say, okay, me, my wedding, there will be no food. Can that happen?
At all. Especially in Nigeria. Nigeria, we are full of culture and tribes. And for each tribe and culture, we have our particular food that tells us story even about our celebration. So food is an integral part of a good celebration.
Wow. You use the word storytelling.
Yes.
So something tells me that you have used food from all over Nigeria and beyond to tell very interesting stories at different celebrations.
Yes.
So perhaps someone will say, Madam Bioback, please come and cater for my daughter's wedding. We are from Edo State, and we're going to, my daughter is being welcomed into an amazing family in Kogi State. if you were to advise, which I'm sure you do, about how the catering should look like, the recipe, the setting, what area, what kind of adventure would you want to take the couple, their family, and their friends on?
Thank you. A well-prepared food in any celebration tells the story. For example, from Kogi, from Edo, from Osun, from Oyo, we have the peculiarity of the food that we are used to. Generally, in a party, you have assorted food, basically. But apart from that, like in Oyo State now, let's take, for example, Ogbomoso. There is no party they will do in Ogbomoso that Amala, Ewedu, Gbegiri will not be there. In Hausa states, like in Katsina, we know that even if you cook fried rice, jollof rice, intercontinental food, you must put some like tuwo, like masa, and they have a peculiar soup or stuff that they use in eating all this. When you have celebration in Nigeria, it brings people together. It's not just to nourish the body, but also the soul. And when you come together during celebration, it gives room to a lot of, sharing love again, a kind of togetherness and good memories.
Memories.
In a wedding, for example, where all the extended families, they come around, when you give them good food, it makes the party a solid one.
Can be just imagining myself in that kind of setting. Okay, now, why do you think jollof rice is widely popular in Nigeria? Is it because it's easy to make, or why is it that every event you go, jollof rice? What's that thing about jollof rice? Is it the taste? What is it?
Whether naming, wedding, birthday, burial, anybody can easily take jollof rice.
Yes, okay.
It's a very staple food.
Very, very.
All over Nigeria.
But they are cooking it differently now. There are different ways ahead. So talk about it.
Exactly.
I hear there's asun, there is a jumbo. There's so many kind of jollof rice.
Jollof rice is a straightforward food. You have your pepper, you have your onion, you sauce the onion with the pepper, and then you add your sauce, chicken sauce, meat sauce, some Maggi, some tomato, and just a normal steaming. For us in Biobac, we enjoy to cook firewood jollof rice because it's so special and it's baked.
Let me
rice.
drink water and just swallow. Let me swallow.
But there's a reason why your own stands out. Because all of us
Let me drink water.
Now,
I'm feeling it.
Coming to your place to be eating it. What are we not adding to it?
Your own is so sweet. Why?
Yeah.
And that's your secret recipe, Abby.
Yes.
Because when it comes to Biobac jollof rice.
It is a secret recipe.
The best way to cook jollof rice is on firewood or charcoal.
Oh my goodness.
And when you really use a very low fire or steam, it comes out the best.
You sever all the flavors.
The aroma.
Yes.
It's coming here. It's opening the door, entering our lounge.
Okay, now to the studio is already, everybody's now salivating and waiting to eat that wonderful jollof rice. But you know how we do this show now? We have a backgrounder, and you see me smiling from ear to ear. It's an Irish proverb that says that laughter is brightest where there is food. So don't be surprised, I'll be smiling from ear to ear today. Let's see our backgrounder, and it is by my very own Thelma Obaze.
Hey! Everybody now! Yeah!
Everyone loves a great celebration, meeting family, friends, and having a relaxed time. All these are certainly great attractions. Then there is a big deal, great food. When people gather, they want to delve into well-prepared, savory, and aromatic dishes. They also like it in good quantity. They want to eat and drink to their heart's content. After all, it's a celebration.
Let's just make sure that everything is set and we're ready to go at the time we say we will. Food is very important in events because food is what makes any event memorable. It's a cultural, it's like a cultural connection. When we have events, and it's something that people look forward to. Really, most times it's not really about the event. It's about the people you get to meet, the food that you share, with your loved ones, your friends, your community.
Our ancestors prepared sumptuous meals. They did this for generations, handing over uncommon recipes. To us, some stories became myths, like the one about the aroma getting people out of their sick beds. Ha! Who will confirm that one now?
Our local ingredients have their different aromatic properties in them. I give an instance, the alligator pepper. The alligator pepper, if grated fine, is similar to the normal pepper we know. But the difference is that the Westerners, make it in such a way that these local foods, they come to process them. And when they process them, they add artificial flavors to them. So hiding those natural things that gives them those first-hand spicy and peppery food. So if our foods are spiced, that is because the function of spices is to give the aromatic vegetable blend.
Different condiments, ingredients that we use for different occasions. For example, if we're catering to, say, foreigners, for example, then that's a whole different thing. So usually we see that some of these ingredients have to be sourced even from other states, and they have to be very fresh. And sometimes you cannot even get them in the local markets. You have to go to very big supermarkets or order them way ahead, to be able to get some of them. So, but for our local dishes, they are something that we get every day, and that's just it.
Have things changed? One wonders. Are our meals still healing the sick and calming troubled nerves? Can the aroma from one kitchen send a silent invite to all the neighbors on the street without a word?
So really, when we organize events, that especially when there are diverse age groups, that are coming, we usually take into cognizance the people who are going to be eating specific food, and we found that of course the elderly usually want maybe swallow, like the amala, they want maybe the asaro, they don't want jollof rice. Most of the elderly ones don't want jollof rice, so we always make that provision or advise our clients to make sure that there's always like other options that the elderly ones can take, and of course our age groups and the young and children, very important. Children too is a big age group. It's a big they're a big demographic in any food that you're serving.
Embodying Nigeria's vibrance, embracing our diverse heritage and culture, our unique taste buds, our uncommon spices and herbs, our unique and diverse norms and taste. It's all about food and celebrations, only on Weekend Deal.
Weekend Deal, we always got your back. Today is no different. We got your back, your front, your side. We got your stomach as well, because Mommy Baobak is with us today. And you won't even believe this patient. Right as you step into the amazingness that embodies Mommy Baobak's journey into our taste buds and our culture, there's Bolio, there's a Bolio corner. Bolly and fish. Okay, so we're entering, yes, of course.
Natural juices and everything. I'm like, hi. People can enter there and just get lost. But see what Nigerians are asking us. Our friend is reaching us from Edo State, is saying, when you made your introduction this morning on Weekend Deal, you said Mommy Baobak had been doing this for decades. I know it's not the same as when she started till now. How has she stayed relevant?
Interesting question.
That's a very good question.
Yes.
Over the years, you know, life is not on the same spot. The same thing goes for food. Nigerians, generally, they realize that when you are making a celebration, you have to have many other things, not just eating the straightforward meal. In our own celebration in Biobac Kitchen and Ventures, they know us for assorted food, different types of food. The main food, then you have like small chops. When you want a party to last long, you will have series of what to eat. The assorted food these days is taking another way of enjoyment.
Yes.
Because when you come to a party, after eating the main meal, you know, you don't just get up and go away. The music continues, the drink, and then you talk with friends, you move around.
Yeah.
You have something to bite
I like that.
from time to time.
That's how a party should be,
And
you
it
know.
makes the enjoyment and the networking. In a party these days, let me tell you, you can do a lot of networking.
While biting.
Yes, in different ways. In your business, even we have a lot of youths that meet in Biobac. You know, young ladies, young men coming to eat, and they propose to each other.
Oh, it's happening. Food and love.
And at the end of the day, when they want to tell us their testimony, they will tell us that, don't be surprised, we met when we went for a lunch or a dinner in Biobac.
Wow.
So what I'm trying to tell you is that over the years, celebration with good food can give room to so many advancements in the life of people.
Indeed. Love, food breaks all barriers. And this thing about romance and food, that's a topic for another day. But like you rightly said, food preparation and all that has evolved. Auntie Sokoto will tell us whether the conventional method of cooking or the traditional, which way to go. Let's see it.
In every corner of the world, food is more than sustenance. It is a story. In Africa, particularly in Nigeria, how we prepare our meals is just as important as what we eat. But in today's fast-paced world, a debate lingers. Should we stick to the traditional methods of cooking or embrace the modern conveniences that technology offers? Take the grinding stone, for example. For generations, it has been the cornerstone of Nigerian kitchens. Its rhythmic sound and ability to blend ingredients seamlessly are unmatched. But then came the blender, promising speed and ease. With the push of a button, it does in seconds what the grinding stone achieves in minutes. Yet, some argue that the blender sacrifices texture and even the flavor.
If you use your hand, it's a grinding stone. Look at my grinding stone. I use my hand and grind. So grind my pepper now, neat. Then I cook that stew or whatever ever I use hand, I cook it. Then you use blend, I blend pepper and cook it. If you test it, this one that I use hand, that is the traditional way, is tested than the modern way.
This time around, you know, we have a machine that will, you know, cook, that will just, you know, grind the tomatoes and all those things together. But we still have the same taste. Yes, but the taste can never be the same. That local one of preparing grounded pepper and you know, cooking is totally different from using iron dish.
Mortar and pestle, an iconic duo in Nigerian households. Pounded yam is not just a dish, it is an art. The process involves patience, skill, and strength. Then came the yam pounder, a game changer for many. No sweat, no effort, just soft, stretchy pounded yam in minutes. But does it match the authentic texture and taste?
We still have, for you to know that we cannot do without the local dishes, where we use that normal traditional way of pounding yam, so we give it to them. But there are still some customers, they don't just want to eat, they want to eat pounded yam. They don't want to know how, whether you use local or you make it in a scientific way. They don't want, they just want to eat.
The clay pot holds a special place in our hearts and on our stoves. Many believe it infuses food with a unique flavor that no aluminum pot can replicate. But aluminum pots have their own appeal. They are durable, easy to clean, and more suited for modern kitchens. Still, something seems to get lost in translation. Beyond taste and convenience, there's a deeper question. What do these tools represent?
It's good to have a modern techniques. So when you have a machine that can do all these things for you, you have a big pot. Not this, you can never get a clay pot that can cook for one, that can cook a bag of rice. But you can get a aluminum pot that can cook a bag of rice. You understand? So at the end of the day, you are effective, you are efficient, and customers want to reckon with you. And at the same time, they will still get that flavor of local dishes.
Traditional methods are a connection to our ancestors, a preservation of culture. Modern tools, on the other hand, reflect progress and adaptation to a changing world. Is there a way to balance the old and the new, to honor tradition while embracing innovation? In the end, the debate is not just about how we cook, but what we value. Do we prioritize time and convenience, or do we hold on to the taste of history? The answer lies in every kitchen, on every plate, and within every heart.
Interesting. You know, our friends in Sokoto, they promised us that by the time they finish their package, we'll be salivating. You were not far from the truth. We're salivating. But we didn't think that Mommy Baobab prepared for us today. If you see what is happening in different corners of this studio, you've been seeing our dining table now loaded. Other parts of the studio are also loaded. But let me now talk about what embodies a complete celebration. Mommy Baobab, we just saw traditional method of cooking. Lady was in the grinding stone. Nowadays, many of us don't do that. But I do know that when you cater for some celebrations, whether big or small, you are asked sometimes about how do we now combine good music, amazing food, you know, with nice natural drinks to create a very warm and energetic ambience that will make networking stimulating and long-lasting.
Nigerians, in the way they celebrate these days, we are putting a lot of things into consideration. There is a section in Bioba Kitchen whereby we take into cognizance prevention of different diseases. There are some of our even highly placed customers that have history of like diabetics, that have history of hypertension and some other things. So when we have a good celebration, we put into consideration these preventive measures. And this brings us to local natural juices like carrots, watermelon, without adding anything, pure orange, pineapple, kunu, zobo, and so on, such that when people get to party, looking around the assorted food, they find what they will actually like. In fact, when you have a buffet, which is the best way to serve in the party these days, you just look around, whatever you know that your condition will
we aggravate your condition.
Yes,
you avoid it.
We accommodate. You just pick, and then when you have assorted, you can pick as many as possible.
Take small of
yes, small, so that the enjoyment. In fact, that is the height
to maximize your enjoyment,
so that you'll be able to go around and taste as many as possible.
But tell us the place of music.
In fact, when you have a good food, to me, the next important aspect of a party is good music.
Yes, so it's important.
It's good music before you talk of drinks. Because these days people are minding what they drink. You can't just take drink anyhow. But when you have a good food and you have music, in fact, you can continue to stay in the party for as long as all these things are flowing.
You are the one creating all the enjoyment for us today. I want to say a big thank you to you because you have nicely and accurately linked music, good food, great drinks and all of that. And courtesy you, we are having this wonderful taste of money bags. But let's talk about the tenacity and the focus of building your brand. For you to have been here early this morning, for you, waking up before 5 a.m. is no longer something new. And you have an entire package for us, 3 courses. Tell us about the years of doing that. How you got yourself used to it. And I know you have amazing daughters, your sister, in-laws, who have become a part of this bioback story.
Thank you very much. To me, cooking is a passion. And there is an adage that says, whatever you enjoy to do, make it your business.
Wow.
Right from the time I was young, I think it's an endowment and the grace. I just love to cook. I love to prepare food. I love to serve people. I just love to do anything around food. Gradually, going to school, university. In fact, it was so funny because my career, right from when I was young, was not even related to cooking. My first degree is in medical laboratory sciences.
Did I hear well?
Yes, and I have a master's in virology. But all along, I will always have something to do with food. The passion grew so well that it got to a stage. I had to leave my career, my so-called career of 23 years at the University College Hospital in Ibadan. So the conviction was too much because, you know, it's a passion. I just enjoy to do it. And I started, like I will say, from nothing. Started very small. Giving people things as they need. In the family, in the extended family, maybe there's one celebration, I will just volunteer myself to help. To buy ingredients, to buy stuff, to arrange cooks, to arrange the party, to serve. It was just going on like that. And during the Koja Games in 2003,
yes,
a friend invited me that I should just come to Abuja to come and give straightforward food, jollof rice or fried rice and chicken or beef to the participants. So this was what brought me to Abuja. And at the end of the Koja Games, God impressed in my mind that I should just stay around.
It's a celebration.
So I stayed around. It was not easy at all. But the passion, the natural interest that you love to do it was not funny. And we started growing, cooking food, carrying in baskets to go and sell in offices. When they are doing conference or trade fair or any program, I will just take my small bit of cooker stove and then get inside and be cooking on the field and selling. So gradually it was growing, it was growing. You cannot even be, and my children naturally, you know, they follow the passion. They follow the passion, and God helped them too. After all their studies abroad and around Nigeria, they decided to follow and be part of the organization. So it made it very easy for me because now I'm not the only one. They are all my sisters, my friends, It's a family business, and everybody has the section of what they really
Where they
understand
specialize.
better. Yes. So it makes the work easy, and with the different departments and people who are really involved, God just help us to grow. Another point I realize is diligence. Because what you do without any cutting across,
Cutting
but
corners.
follow, yes, you follow the procedure and you are diligent, you do it every time the same way, and you improve yourself, it made the result to be great. And I want to thank God for our customers. A lot of our customers, they really help us to grow. They are so much interested. They help us, they find work for us, you know. We are just like a family. And this has been growing us in Bioba Kitchen and Ventures. So I want to thank God. We are going places, no doubt.
Wow.
And God has helped us. But I will not, I want to stress the fact that it's the grace of God.
The grace of God.
It is God's grace.
I
You listen to his voice. It says, "Stay in Abuja."
Yes, and
you
you did. And you know, it's just beautiful because like my pastor would say the big is in the small.
Yes.
The big is actually in the small, and you're focusing on your focus. Like somebody told me, it's actually paying up. I know that there are some young ladies out there watching you right now. They want to be chefs like you. They want
In
to have.
fact, let me seize this opportunity to tell our young ones. It's not only ladies that cook or are interested in cooking.
Yes.
Let me advise them that they should go to their roots. Because if you go to your roots, I mean, where you come from, your family. I have a friend that follows the mother to tend flowers in the church every Sunday morning. She's well read too. You will not believe that now she's doing event planning. Go to your passion, then learn to start small. Let's tell our ladies, please. Nobody will give you some kind of big money or capital. Start small. Whatever you love to do it in a way that it will grow. And
Show
God will help us.
integrity, be diligent, follow due process.
Yes.
Don't cut corners.
At all.
Not like mommy
Not
did.
even in cooking.
Mommy, can I take a few messages? Patience,
Wow,
please,
please go ahead.
before we go into music. Weekend deal, na so una dey do. Keep it up, Sha. They say enjoyment, that's what people want. And we have seen that enjoyment does not mean you must spend a lot of money.
Yes.
Thank you, Weekend Deal. And it happens to be my birthday today, Augustine Michael. Just by watching and seeing what you're doing, I'm excited. Someone says here, good morning, Weekend Deal crew. We are impressed with all your presentation, but this one you are doing today is not fair now. This enjoyment should have gone from house to house. You are enjoying alone in the studio. Good morning, Patience. How was your night? And how is your work?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you so much for
Congratulations, Thelma, Patience, and Madam Belbach. I can see that you are enjoying the food.
Oh, no.
Thank you for feeding our eyes and wetting our taste buds. Abdullahi Abuhu. I'll take one more, then we get some music. Someone says here, una topic, sha. The topic sweet, food and celebrations. Then the food again, it caught my eye. And the way you are biting, I know that it's delicious. Israel Daniel from Taraba State. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, Dr. Remy, we welcome you to Weekend Deal. And I was telling you that you missed out on Christmas. We're having so much fun. But you came on the next best day. Our table is yummed up, courtesy Madam Baobak, So I'd like you to meet her if you haven't met her before. She's been thrilling us with an inspiring story. And in fact, an inspiring journey. She has linked tenacity and focus with food.
Yes.
Her storytelling has made us not just love Nigerian cuisines, but made us know that each cuisine has its own story, has its own vintage mood, and there's a way you can marry all of that and bring it to every celebration. Dr. Remy, you travel often. You know, you're often in the abroad, like they say. Tell us about Nigerians there, or our foreign brothers and sisters, and how they welcome Nigerian cuisine. Typical day. Tell us the countries where you are privileged to see our cuisines.
Let me say, unfortunately, I've never gone, looking for Nigerian cuisines, each time I go, because I try to adapt everywhere I go. Yes, because I'm a cultural activist. I believe that wherever I go, I should be able to live like them. Nice. Now, let me give you an instance. Just last October, I was in Sweden, and I went. First of all, I went to see what they were serving on the buffet. So I checked. So I came back, I called the chef, said, I didn't see jollof rice. So he looked at me. I said, jollof rice, Nigerian jollof rice. they seemed not to know what I was talking about. So I called another person. I said, you don't know Nigerian jollof rice? She said, yes. I said, Nigerian jollof? It's an international cuisine. Why don't you have it here?
Exactly.
I was joking with them.
Yes.
They said, no. The same thing happened. Another event, same play still in Sweden. They were serving even a lot of things I didn't know, so bad I couldn't stop but eat them. So I said, I want Nigerian jollof rice. They looked at me.
Niger flavor anywhere in the world.
Even though they have places where they sell Nigerian stuff, but for me, I make do with whatever I have. Because I want to integrate myself into their culture. And also, experiment with what they have. The same thing happened to me in Kenya. They don't like pepper.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't like pepper.
An African without pepper.
They don't like pepper. So if some people will not be able to eat their food, because they don't do pepper at all. But for me, I say, okay, if that's what you take, I have to do that.
Okay, let me ask a question. Let me just take a message.
To lead you to your next question, Patience.
Okay.
Bumi is reaching us from Canada.
Okay.
Talking about pepper snails. I testify. They say, Mommy, bow back. Good job. I have to say the way I feel it. She sent it before. A second time, it has arrived a third time. She said, Mommy, look at the 3 messages.
Oh, it's true.
I'm testifying. Yeah. She said, Mommy, Baba, good job. Keep it up. I can testify about your peppered snails. They are definitely the best. I joined Bumio. I was privileged to taste it yesterday. So 2 testimonies.
It's a testimony something. It's a testimony. Okay, so hello to all our friends in Canada. How are you missing Nigerian food? And if you miss Nigerian food, how are you getting it in Canada? Send us messages, let's know how you're doing. Okay, Mr. Remy.
Yeah.
Normally we go to events. When you go to events, what are the kind of delicacies you look forward to? Is it swallow? Is it jollof rice? And why? What do you choose when you go to Nigerian events? Nigerian events.
Yeah, if it's Nigerian event, I like the jollof rice I keep talking about.
Okay.
Yes, very interesting, And again, that reminds me, I don't know, Nigerian handlers, they should be able to push it and make it an international one, because just like the experience I told you I had, I was surprised that as interesting and as popular as it is, that those guys I was talking to, they didn't know about it. So but here and across Africa, it's very popular. So they should begin to promote our cultural, our culture very good. And that was why we started a program we call in my organization we call Rebrand Nigerian Campaign. Okay. We try to promote the good things about Nigeria. Do you understand? If you check on our pages, we promoted some of the interesting food that we have, and all of that, our culture. And so this is important. This is something we can sell to the world. Okay. Everybody, even when foreigners come here, they embrace it, they love it. So we should be able to sell it to the world.
I was talking to Mommy earlier about your recipes. Are you documenting your recipes? And how are you using social media to let the world know what Baobab can do locally? And I have no doubt you are making an international arrival in some countries and continents.
We have a place in the internet.
Okay.
Where we showcase a lot of our stuff, our food, the different types.
Okay.
And we have individuals that take interest in us and they try to advance our messages all around the world. There is a particular fair we normally go to in Chicago.
I was going to say, yes.
We go on yearly basis. But in recent times, because of the condition of the economy, and as one of the outstanding restaurants in Nigeria, we are always selected to go for that food show.
Tell us about it. What happens
What
when
happens
you go?
there?
There you meet so many countries of the world with their different cuisine and their different style of cooking and equipments, especially equipments that you can buy. And this has given us room to improve on our cooking, on our branding, on our system. Our staff have the opportunity of exposures.
Good
because
one.
we take people along who are involved in the kitchen to come and see another style in a very standard way.
Nice.
There are so many things they do around as you go. We have one in Dubai too, food show. We've been traveling around the world. And to the glory of God, we do celebrations abroad. They invite us for wedding, birthday. You know Nigerians,
Yes.
when they want to have a party,
They come out big.
they are out to do it.
Go big or go home.
Yes,
That's
they
the
invite
Nigerian
us
for you.
abroad to do wedding parties, birthday parties, and it's just like in Nigeria.
Wow.
So we have really traveled far
That's
and
it.
wide.
Okay, our music man, our celebration maestro. Hold on, I'm going to say, hey! See, he's not already going to the keyboard.
They say,
I'll
he
get that.
performs. They say he performs at celebrations.
Yes, I know. So tell me, if you go to an event, after playing, or what's your favorite, what do you eat? Do you go, or do you do these people that on their plates, you see amala, you see moi moi, you see rice, you come and see everything on that buffet table. Are you that type, or you just pick what you like? What is your favorite?
Well, first of all, when I get to the party, what I do, most times I'm in the bandstand.
Yes.
So consequent time, they're like, we have buffet, we just come, they share the food, they come, like, they give to us. And by then, we don't have the choice to actually choose what you want to do.
Oh, that's not
but sometimes,
fair.
but on occasion we go, you have the privilege and the liberty to go to the buffet. You get there, like, you can take, like, three. You can take one rice, take rice, you take amala. So for me, not for me now.
Okay. Wow, okay,
for your band.
Because I am start to yabbing you here now.
But for me, I take rice.
Okay,
Fried
rice,
fried rice, jollof,
Specialty.
plantain. Because one thing you have to understand, you eat what you can digest.
Yes, very important.
Very important. So for me, I'm not that kind of I'm not a glutton. I just eat what I can. Can sustain me for the
But
moment.
see, what I want to ask is what I want to know, Kesem. You know, I've been for events where the music, the guy, they're just going off key.
Wow.
They're looking at the audience face as, yeah, man. Like what we said, music and food have the symbiotic relationships. Have you been somewhere before that your itinerary, what you plan for that event, is just not syncing with the guest, and you are challenged to change track? Like, see how you came playing international. What me now say, you enter the logo immediately. You change your logo. If it happens to you outside of this our small family, what do you do? How do you get your band and everybody to change the logo immediately so they can flavor the audience?
Yes.
Has it ever happened to you?
First of all, as a musician, there is you got to learn how to diversify. We're living in a world that is mixed with different diversity of people. So people have different tastes. So what we do is, as a band, we work with songs from the local, which is, for example, Nigeria, international, even Arabian song. I do Arabian song, all of songs, because just to make sure that you give the best for your
Everybody has
Yeah,
your audience.
something to enjoy.
In other words, maybe we've been in the show and like they just come, sir, can you guys play us reggae? We switch.
Exactly.
Can you guys play us an Igbo song? We switch. Yeah, so it's all about professionalism and being at the peak of your career.
Yes.
Being at the peak of your
You
career.
were born ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, ever ready. Ever ready. So that
Well done.
you can make a footprint. Because what you do, whether you're in music or whether you're a musician, what we're doing is a statement. You're making a statement.
Good one.
Through music, through food, all about
Even you are
statement.
telling a story.
You're telling a story.
Heritages are involved.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're told there's something to tell patients to ask you to play something special. But somebody's asking us a question.
Okay.
Beyond asking for the address of
Yeah.
some interesting places, they say, Mommy, are you training people beyond documenting what you're doing? Because we can read, nobody can read in English. It's not the same as practicalizing.
Yeah.
Are you building a group of Nigerians who will change the narrative in the world with Nigerian cuisine, innovating their style, heritage, and presence into every meal?
What we do is collaboration. We have some schools that are doing catering stuff. At times, such schools, they invite us, and in our own biz, we try to go and add our style. Even there are some that we contribute to upgrade them. The other side of it is we have individuals that we approach us that, please, I have a cook or I have a sister. Can you help us to train? We accommodate such. We give them like 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And we put them in the different departments and then try to show them the basic principles. So that is what we do more.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so before I would ask Kissing to play, I want to ask Honorable Remy something. From where you come from, what is your local delicacy? Where you come from, your very, very, very local delicacy, and do you enjoy it? What makes it special?
I like it so much. Yeah, thank you. You know, I'm from Imo State.
Okay.
So there's a soup we call Ofo Were.
I love Ofo. Yeah, I love Ofo Were.
That's my best. And, you know, good at it. My wife understands that so much. So that's why on my birthday, that's what she cooks for me. On Christmas or New Year, that's what I eat. I love it so much.
Ofo Were.
with pounded. You know
I am a believer. Anyway, where I'm believing Ofo Were and imagine Ofo Were. Please, play some music.
Thank you.
I like that song.
Just take one more. Round up.
Everybody, let's go. Yeah. Come on. All right, now we're going on. Hey. I like that. I like that, man. Sorry, I got that, man. Sorry, I got that, man.
I love you.
All right, now, come on.
We didn't see your movement, huh? Give us.
Sorry, you got me more. Only my heart took me more. Tear. Yeah. Everybody sing now. Everybody sing. Igor Iteme, Igor Iteme. This is a Nigerian song. It's a highlight, bro. Yes, go, everybody now. Like a, that's right, that's it, this, yeah, like a that, yeah, like a this, like a that, alright, like a this, like a this, like a that,
Like a this, like a that, whoa, like a this, like a that. Amazing, amazing. Wow.
Thank you.
We are at the high point. But Mommy told us earlier about a flight. Mommy is bidding us goodbye now.
Oh,
she got a flight ticket that was brought forward, and she planned to stay till 9, but it's not going to be possible again.
Okay.
So please let's say goodbye to
Mommy. Thank you so much. You have inspired us. We love you. Mommy's microphone.
Don't stand up here.
Mommy, sit
we'll
first,
take a break so you can go.
Yeah, don't
just
worry.
want patience and our friends to say bye-bye to you on air, and then we'll take the break.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mommy. We love you.
Mommy, it has been a privilege. Mommy wasn't feeling so well. She had flu.
Like almost everybody
said,
now.
Okay, next week. But she said, because of the way you have approached us, the way you have told the Weekend Deal and the NTA story, we will come
and she
and share in the progress, growth, and development that is NTA and Weekend Deal. Mommy will thank you. God bless you. Our second break, Becca.
Show my
the insert.
Directors, my ladies are here.
Oh, come and say hello to Nigerians. You can come in and just wave.
Okay, please, Anna, can you come and bring in it? Mommy's daughter is here.
Mommy's
Come, son-in-law too is here. Anna, please come and guide them in just to say hello.
Come.
Anna, please come and do it.
Mrs. Ayola.
You're welcome.
These are Mommy's daughters.
They are the ones that make the work like much easier.
Come and sit.
Come, please come and manage with me, beautiful.
Okay, you just say,
so
just wave.
Just hello.
I told you about Baobab being a family.
Yeah.
You know, they're telling an interesting story about Nigeria, our cuisine nationwide.
Yes.
May God bless all your endeavors.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming. Nigeria thanks you. Our second break beckons. We'll see you on the other side. Don't Something tells me that Kessin is going to up the ante very soon. So you've been with us, you've been part of the show. We will not need to talk much once the music starts. We're going to be dancing. So wrap up our convo if you may. And when you do that, I will just take 2 messages from lovable, great, patriotic Nigerians.
Good. So
wrap up. After all said and done.
Celebration and food.
Yes.
What do you think?
Food
Do
and
Nigerians are doing well when it comes to do we come out with our when it comes to food celebration? How well do you think? How will you rate Nigerians?
yeah, like I said, Nigerians are lovers of food, and we have great cuisines that that just like I said when I came, we need to push them to the international scene, so that they can also be celebrated, outside Nigeria. It's not only sports that we are taking to the world, so we also take our food. The amazing food that we have, we should take them to the world, so that because Nigerians are everywhere.
Yeah, we are everywhere.
Just like it's popularly said, anywhere you go and you don't see a Nigerian, please run
away.
That place is not conducive for
so. You're an international traveler. Just imagine you're traveling. maybe Air France or one of these international flights, and they give you pepper soup. I've always imagined how wonderful it will be eating pepper soup. What they give you to eat, those things. Sorry.
That's why we're talking about documenting our recipes.
Yes.
Because these cookbooks, they may travel faster and further than the author will.
Good,
So let's begin to document our amazing recipes.
Yes.
Because I've hardly known of any tourist who came and did not say they were enamored by our meals. Do you always love it?
You see?
I want to just take one message.
Okay.
Let me summarize all we have done. It says, good morning to this great group of people. This episode of Weekend Deal is fantastic. There's a lot more, but we can't take all. His name is Gambo Musa from Nasarawa State. We thank you. And we thank you all for writing in.
Oh yeah, you've not used this. Nigerians will be wondering, you came with a pamparampa. We've not heard any pamparampa.
We wanted one best song to
close.
close.
Do pamparampa now. Let's close this thing. They'll be wondering whether you brought it for decoration now.
Okay, I'm going to do a song. Do a song like a celebration song. I've got everybody could just vibe around. Vibe around.
Let's go. Let's vibe it, eh?
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Idea, eh? We love you forever. Hey!
See you.
No, you can move your own. You have to move your own if you want to stand up.
You're showing me how to dance.